Okay, these are the steps underneath the primary bedroom door. This faucet is not working. It doesn't have an anti-vacuum breaker. Good home inspection. The electric receptacle outlets do not have, none of them that I've seen so far, do not have GFCI protection, and they do not have in-use covers. And these are the vacuum breakers I was talking about, and I moved all this dead wood, this termite trap. There's a main water shutoff valve right there. This is the deck. This is the swimming pool, which it looks like we drug something out of it over there. There's a hook and then all that right there. I don't know. Interesting. So this is the back side of the primary suite. We have just come out of the, here we go. We just come out of the detached garage port. So if the other one doesn't work, you don't work either, do you? Oh, you do. How about that? Okay. No anti-siphon device on the faucet. Ah. How about that? Come back for the key for that. Looks like somebody's living under here. Right there, somebody's getting in. Right there, somebody's living there. Hello. Moving on along. Our rain gutters are kind of interesting. These are the gutterless rain gutters. They got the rain guards on top of them, so you never have to. So you never have to clean them. Right there, you never do. That's what they tell you. Okay. Now we're back on track. We are back on track, bud. Okay. This is the north side of the east wing. East suite. This is old wood, redwood, old redwood. And the listing agent told me that, I learned this from the listing agent, that you cannot power wash this. So I guess the only answer here is to just go back and to, gently clean and restain it. So restaining is an option. That's the first exterior receptacle I tried. I know it works. We got a junction box over here with an open hole in it, so water can just go off in there. That's a unintended feature. Now we're over on the original structure. We've got the converted garage, the original structure, and the east wing. We're coming along in here, and at one time we had a waterfall that went down into here. And this is our, if you can stand to step on this, this is our pond. It's advertised as being a koi pond, having koi in it. It's quite shallow to me. I do not know how. I guess that ledge over there is decorative. I can't see how we would get to it. Coming along here, there's a dollar plug in the drain. So this pond circulation system no longer works, hasn't worked in a long time. So now this is just a mosquito trap. And then right over there, we've got some wood damage on our post on our catwalk. And if you notice some of the windows on the catwalk, okay, I guess you got air gaps between the windows and the framework. And we got a little bit of water that's coming down here. Now this roof decking material, this house does not have an attic. And the roof decking material continues interior, exterior. It's a poly, you know, it's got swirls in it. It's not asbestos. I can't speak to every feature of this house, every aspect of this house, but that's not asbestos. This is kind of an interesting thing. This is another one of our exposed beams. This is another one of our exposed beams. And it continues, and we cut it off, and then we screwed on some plates and put a prosthetic extending out there. That is the old drain from the quote-unquote koi pond. This piping is exposed, and so people are going to step on it. You want people stepping on your piping? I don't want people stepping on my piping. Alright, and we're missing some insulation. Got a video to that. Tree too close again. Then we got the bamboo fencing. And this fencing used to go all the way around the property. And then this fencing is a few years old. They redid it a few years ago. Time flies. Now we got different paving stones, but they're not dimensionally uniform either. So just kind of heads up on that. There's Tammy Faye. She always makes an appearance somewhere. Guest shot, cameo. She's the Alfred Hitchcock of inspection trucks, I guess. This was the original front door. Doorbell does not work. Okay. Door is delaminating. Not just this door. About every exterior door is delaminating. So basically they're ruined. You might be able to reconstruct the door. It'd be kind of nice. You'd strip all the laminate off and put the laminate on, and or you could buy a nice mid-century modern door to go there, and probably buy a really nice one and come out cheaper. Probably. I'm not a price estimator. Over here is a storm door. This is the garage conversion. We'll get in here in a minute. I know you want to. I know you want to get in there. I know. I haven't checked this one. We might as well check them while we're here. Oh, this has got a GFCI on it. That power doesn't work. The GFCI doesn't work. If that's the master GFCI, lead GFCI, I guess we call that now to be politically correct, then that would replace, that may or may not provide GFCI protection to the all or other parts of the exterior if it was operable, or it might just be an isolated GFCI. On along, wood to ground, wood to ground, wood to ground, wood to ground, all these, and then all these little walkways, they kind of slope. This one looks level now. When I first walked up, it didn't look trustworthy, but that one slopes more. But by comparison to other ones around the house, okay. All along, what do we got up there? I can't really see. That's a nest. Thought it might have been electrical. We got the Ring doorbell. Oh, speaking of the Ring doorbell, this doorbell does work. You can't hear it because I closed the door. Tree shouldn't be closer to the foundation than 25 feet, 30 feet. This is kind of nice, if you will. I don't know why this screen is off. Somebody needed to get in or something. But The mailbox was manufactured by Sears and Roebuck. So that was a while ago, huh? When was the last time you bought a Sears and Roebuck water heater? Mailbox, excuse me. I had water heater on my mind because this is the emergency drain for the water heater. The West water heater. And this is a particular note because there's only one drain coming out. So we know that the safety pan, unless they're commingled, and they're not, I glanced at the front, unless they're commingled, then we know, we can ascertain that the water heater safety pan does not have a drain. This is the clothes dryer vent. Okay. We do not have a vacuum breaker. Again, this is the main clean out. There's some cast iron. This is the main water shutoff valves. And we've got a whole video coming up about, and two. Moving on along, these are bathroom vents. Now some of this roof decking over here is sagging. Right in there. And of course, back to the exposed rafters. You know, just example after example. This is a different modification than we had before, and it's rotting. This modification is failing, but they cut it diagonal. They cut the rotten part off, and they cut a new wood diagonally, and they tacked it up there, and that was probably good to go for a little while. It worked for a while. Electric power supply coming into the house is in the trees. The electric power supply weather mast, it should be extended a minimum of 6 feet above the roof covering, not low like that. There's our electric meter. This is the control box for the unconventional and inoperable lawn sprinkler system. Gas meter pots should be elevated a minimum of 6 inches above the grade. So the gas meter is too close to the ground. This is the gas shutoff valve right there. Copper gas lines should be decommissioned. It was. Now it should be removed and capped off. That should be removed and capped off. Bushes touching it over here. And then we got all these signs. Okay, signs everywhere, signs. And stuff has been in there, and this is all damaged, and you know, I don't know if they're storing signs for another election or whether they're hiding something.